Sal, tell us a little bit about the Armonia Project that you're involved in.
We work with the poorest in the cities. We work with the indigenous poor. They are still under very, very bad circumstances. They don't have access to health or education or other services. And we also work with illegal migrants, with people who don't have any other hope but being helped by Christians.
You work quite a lot with indigenous people in Mexico City. How did you start doing that and why?
I lived in a little town, in a small town, working among the Indians because my father, when I was a child, because my father was a teacher there. He started high school among them. But he was chased and persecuted for his beliefs in education. And he was shot, he was wounded, my family was attacked, and we had to run away from the Indians when I was little. So I promised myself that I would never go back. Well, 35 years later, after I made that promise, God just sent me back. First thing he had to do was to work in me, to forgive them, and then to make me fall madly in love again with them, and to start developing programs to help them.
I think it's very easy to feel overwhelmed by the amount of need and to think, well, I just have something very little. How can I make any difference? What would you say to that?
Yes, you have to start little. You have to start little. You cannot tackle the big dreams because that paralyzes you. That used to happen to me. I mean, I could dream with such big responses to poverty that I would be completely paralyzed. Because where would I find the strength or the money or the way to start a project that big? My wife had a better idea, just to start as neighbors to the poor. Just start sharing with one or two families our skills and what we could do and being accepted by them. And that's what we did. When you start building around people's needs and they find that you're relevant, they will come to you and they will let you work with them. And it takes years, but goes building up. And then it provides you the best partners in mission, because some of those who you brought to Christ and who you train to follow Christ now will become disciples as you yourself, to help you to start other things. And without realizing it, really, without realizing it, you just go growing and growing and growing. I never dreamed, I mean, I had big dreams, but I never dreamed to be as big as, to do as much as we are doing. But this is why we should start little, and we should let God prepare us to tackle bigger projects.